Number 3 on your list is Berberis stenophylla Corallina Compacta. Okay, so this is the first barberry that we're doing this term. And this is an evergreen barberry, and this plant isn't looking super great, but it's still, it actually is not super reflective of this cultivar being bad. It's more this location, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But as far as the identification here, Corallina Compacta is ultra narrow leaves. They're actually to the point of being linear, meaning that they have very little width compared to their length. The leaves of Corallina Compacta are also revolute. That means that the margins of them roll under, okay? And so you can't really see the edge of these leaves. Like many barberries, they do have spinose teeth, but because of their revolute margin, where the margins roll over, okay, you just get a single spine, typically a single spine right at the tip. You may see a lateral or spine or two on some plants. Okay, like other plants in the Berberis genus, it has these fruit that are a glaucous blue. Okay, so it's got this glaucous waxy coating around. But if you take that and you can rub it off with a little bit of spit, and it's this bright purple-black fruit. So common to the genus. Not everything in Berberis has this color, but this is the most common. So as I stated, this is an evergreen, but you can see that it's actually starting to lose its foliage here. And I think this is a really tough location. This is, in essence, what we have here is a lot like what we have, what we call a hell strip. So that location between the sidewalk and the street is a really tough location for plants. And this is the same situation we have here. We have a sidewalk and then we have a street, and so there's a lot of foot traffic that actually just walks in between this bed. The idea of planting something that has spines is a really good one for this location because it can be a barrier that prevents people from walking through it. However, these were not planted densely enough such that people were free to walk through the beds. And so you've got a combination of very dry summers in a modified Mediterranean climate with little irrigation in this location and high foot traffic that's compacted all of the roots of these plants. So they're clearly suffering and not doing what they should be doing. The final ID feature that I want to point out on these guys is they do have bright yellow flowers. Again, very common in Berberis to have these bright yellow flowers, and this is really nice when it's in flower. So I do encourage you, very compact, as the cultivar name suggests, Corallina Compacta. It is a very dwarf cultivar, slow growing. So if you have a small location where you need something that's somewhat tough, I do encourage you to give this one a try.